it's easy to focus on the here and now, but the significance of this decision that seems imminent from the Parliament of Finland, the people of Finland, to join NATO, just underscore how momentous this moment is.
It is historical. So, of course, in Finland we have had a lively NATO debate for decades, but it's always been in the level that kind of perhaps the overall public perception has been that don't fix it if it ain't broken. We've been in close partnership and developing that with NATO and NATO countries. But now, after the war, a Russian invasion, the popularity of NATO skyrocketed, and we're seeing an imminent historical step of Finland moving into the alliance.
OK. Good morning to you, Ate. We've heard from Russia, of course, responding to Finland's plans, at least subject to parliamentary approval, to join NATO. Russia has said that this would be a threat to Russia and that its response will depend on how much military infrastructure moves towards the border. How do you think that the Russians will respond? What is your calculation of their response?
Well, first of all, there's nothing new in Russia opposing the NATO membership of Finland and Sweden as well. So I think it's natural that as we move forward, that they will show some kind of a protest and oppose it in some way. But of course, the membership towards NATO for Finland, and of course in terms of the nature of NATO as a defensive alliance, is purely defensive, and this is our sovereign decision. So I think I'm not too worried. We're prepared, and I think it's just natural that, of course, it's a Russian narrative that NATO is somehow threatening Russia, which is a total fallacy. But so I guess they feel forced to somehow react or oppose. But I wouldn't be too worried. There's nothing that much new.
Do you expect that as a result of this decision, which you describe as imminent, this decision to join NATO, that you will see more military hardware, kit and personnel on that border between Finland and Russia, that there will be a movement?
It's a possibility, I guess. It would be somewhat, I would say, kind of, as I explained, a natural reaction. But then again, we already know that Russian military is very much trained in Ukraine at the moment. So I don't know what's their ability to build up capacity, at least in a very short term.
Okay, sorry. To clarify, I meant within Finland, on your border.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll see. This could be one of the reactions the Russian would show up, but I would not be too worried about that either too much.
What do you make of the UK's commitment recently, Ate, to protect Scandinavian countries if they were to be invaded, whilst Finland and Sweden are in this limbo period? It looks like they will apply, you and Sweden will apply for NATO membership, but then there'll be a period of uncertainty. What do you make of the UK's commitment there?
A very, very important commitment, historical in itself also, and I think it's important that we and highly valuable for us to get these clear signs that we are supported by our long-term partners in our decision making. So, in that sense, a very important statement and commitment, and as I said, historical in nature as well.